Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Black Souls Podcast, Poetry and Musical. This is episode 13, Remok Wakanda Mokwaka Puta Chaba, and we are hosted by Maluti Backpackers. They give us a beautiful stay, warm welcoming. Whoever comes to Kwaka has to make sure for a near water because the accommodation is proper, it's beautiful, it's nice. How about our contact and office number is 076 193 4444. But Malay insurance. But on this episode, I have a superstar, I have a gentleman, I have a colleague in the works of words. He's a poet, a model, a filmmaker, an actor, an overall artist whom I look up to so much. He's one of those people in that pedestal. If you're not on the peak, then also it's an X. But you have to, this is the person you have to study as a poet, as a writer, because what you're going to learn from him is something that's going to be beneficial for you. And I take a lot from him, and his name is Preacher Technique. Please welcome Preacher Technique. Thank you so much. Yeah.
That's a nice welcome.
Yes.
Now I feel like, I was intimidated. I was even telling my guys before, like I was like, cameras, even a small cam, it's just getting intimidated. But thank you so much. This is a nice thing you're doing. Hopefully you grow and we see more.
Yeah, definitely. One time. So who's Preacher Technique to those who are
Preacher Technique, like I'm
Yeah.
When my parents separated. I'm a father of one, spoken word artist, a filmmaker, like you've said a lot, like anything, the definition of art actually. So I love art, I'm a servant of this tapestry. So my entire life I was raised in a wild, conducted family. Like I call my mom Usman because I was raised in the sense that she was like my sister. So we used to get in that Riverside. My mom stays here. My name is my son. So that's me, man.
Yeah, that's you. So how that family dynamics shape the genre on how to move on to life?
Yeah, man. One thing I'm thankful about how I grew up is my grandparents were the type of people who bringing in families from outside, like the cousin. My age. So you can just imagine the cousins are out, they say to December. January, I'm like, nah, man, this is a warm house. I don't want to go back home. So that's how mostly I grew up with cousins I did not know of, and then I think I was basically taught to share. I'm a person who loves sharing. If something works, even if it doesn't work, I'm gonna tell you work on this. So if it works, go to so my family upbringing to be honest, to learn to share, teamwork in a way, but learn to be independent as well. Because at the end of the day, we were living to survive. I'm gonna get you out of the space, get on my comfort space, and for you to get there, you need to work hard in every shape or form, or in every element of art or talent you perform. So learn such things. You learn competition, you learn teamwork, you learn all of the things.
Because they come from the huge family, very full in the house. My cousins and my sisters and my mother say, what I introduce our cousin. It's even hard to point for a cousin. This is the and being in that space, that's where I learned character personality. So I interact with different people. Because o rafo, o soft, o ratolla, o pedis, o not place, and whatsoever. So you start learning different people within yourself. So with that, I kind of want to go, okay, now I'm this type of personality because these people really shape who I am. So now how did you discover, because you reference art a lot. So how did you discover art through those dynamics? What does art mean to you?
Yeah, look, art means anything. Yeah, it means everything. Like, I don't think I can I'm thankful for the career path actually. Could have been anything, or teacher, right? But I didn't twist it in a form that an mental problem. Yeah, and when you're young, you don't notice that because you're from this black family that cannot even take you for counseling, therapy. They don't know like what you are going through. But how you clap on your mama at the backyard? Remember, mom, because there's always kids around and there's different things, states around poetry. Back then, none cannot do youth club. I mean, I'm forgetting. Wherever she is, if she's watching this, I'm forgetting. Like, I still love you, man. I still love you. Thank you so much. Mule on a boutique garage, double garage, and nearly gumboots, drama, poetry, like a whole lot of the activity. So how feel more you learn, okay, you never want to never come like you that energy, like we succumb to it. Like, okay, I can be like this, like, and that's a therapy in this guys. You don't see it. Let me contact so that she can actually understand the type of child you are. Wow. We didn't see it there. Yeah. We were thinking, well, I didn't know I didn't know about the background. Yeah, and she was a lecturer of some sort, like, you know what I mean? And I couldn't see it. So give me for this thing. I think it helped me in a sense that I knew it taught me independence. It taught me to trust on myself. Like, if I don't write poetry, I'm not gonna survive. If I don't write stories, I'm not gonna shoot films and tell stories. And it also gave me a freedom. Because like I have the most freedom like I ever dreamed of. Because I can tell stories anyhow I want to. How I'm talking about I write stories, I shoot stories, I narrate stories in the sense that I want to tell people in a way that I understand things and how I want them to see things. So that's art for me. It's very sentimental.
Yeah, and I can see the sensitivity.
Sure.
It's very very close to home. When talking about filmmakers and award winning, there is this thing on social media for we are fed that it's for not progressive to societies or normal television. And also here I wanna like everything is being dumbed down, everything is trash. Then it's really shebella ndrisa because I grew up in shebella with karate and also here. And one day I thought we're gonna go slap others and also here. But
Sure.
Shebella the movies about like the action movies. I don't prefer Barnabas because I'm thinking, what is the message that they're portraying if they wanna be here carrying the guns and whatsoever? Does that glorify gangsterism at that younger age? Because many hearts about for depend on the influence and the on a letting your him on a this how YouTube hate for so filmmaking in that sense, is it something progressive to a society, or what type of the stories or narratives you want to tell?
I don't have any type of narrative I want to tell, but I got stories to tell. One thing I can say, like coming back to a figure in like society and because of stuff we watch now, which is trash, like I but I also blame the society as well, because you're the one sitting in front of your box and you're subscribing to that. So the next thing but you're giving them your airtime. You know, if you don't want something, maybe, but some people don't have this knowledge. But this is where we come in. Or like the type of content you want to watch, you want to subscribe to. Go and find airtime. If over now I get yizo about the tune. Yes, channeling it's in line with what you want to watch. If they or support but people don't know that, you know what I mean? Secondly, it's been there, it's been happening. More especially for the black society. We are fed so much violence. You know why? Because we are angry people, naturally. Wow. You know what I mean? So it's easy for one to instigate violence. You know what I mean? Without being racial, Caucasians or Westerns, their kids don't watch these gangster movies, you know, guns and whatnot. You go like it's animation, you know, it's Avatar, the future, AI. But go to us, black people. It's a so we subscribe to that. But then the next thing they're reading, Boma Batret and Film, I suppose I'm towards it, like, you know, John got the drugs, and the bats about the drugs. TV lo na get drug. Another about to buy more, they are out there to poach your brain. So that you are addicted to this thing. So the more you subscribe to that, the more my type of stories, I wanna tell the traditional stories. I wanna like I can be I'm here right now speaking English. I'm here, okay, alright, sure. I'm here right now, you know, talking English and all that, but funny enough, now I'm telling Sotho stories. You know, I tell Sotho stories. I write Sotho stories. When I say Sotho, you know, I'm still working on a project right now called Majako. This is Sotho, you know what I mean? It's my choice, it's my decision, you know what I mean? Not all the people will find it interesting, I know that. I've made peace with that. But what I share, what I subscribe to. But they are the rightful owners of the product. You know. So before all that product, mind yourself, do I watch this? Do I give this my time? Then after that you can make sure feeling me plays a pivotal role in stuff like building the GDP economy. It helps
domestic
product.
Yeah.
Yes. Because with this product, how to shoot that? You have onale gefa, which is motlakase, onale a plumber, onale a security guy, onale maponesa. You have people building set construction. Like it's not just actors or creatives on set, but the most important people. How it's those are the people that like bites and feeling, you know. Yeah, crew members, they don't know about build that they say. Impossible things you want as filmmakers, you know. And then there's just talent right and all over the superstar. And they disrespect these people. They are going to overall the city down. Overall, diamond nominated you are the teenager this. It's a superstar setting. So feeling me it's about like to a point where you can so much go interview everyone who has on set still benefit from. Like you know what I mean? So do you understand the importance and how beneficial film is? You know what I mean? So if we can respect film and tell stories that will actually create a demand, so that people or filmmakers, the employer ka film poverty ka fela kwa like ka film tsa bo ma 4 if you go to budget ya bo ma if you tola budget ya 50 million per film. 4 films in a year, it's 200 million.
Yeah.
You know, essentially under economy. You understand? You sound like, dude, that's how deep this thing is. You know what I mean? And highly emergency people are on set. You pay. SA police, that's like overtime. You pay. You know what I mean? I wanna give it to our benefits from film. So that's the importance of film. And if you can respect the product, you know, and start telling stories that will create a demand, that will build economy. Township economy.
And now, if you can check, everyone is on the social media, and the youth, they trend on this body TikTok and whatsoever. So how do we introduce this type of content in body TikTok? Is it still something here when you have to filter? Or is it when as parents you have to teach our kids for this might be harmful for you, this check out this thing, therefore like it will be beneficial. So how do we filter that to introduce those type of films and stories? Instead of people on our economy, number one, and maybe our gravitated towards such.
Yeah. Okay. There's what we call algorithm, right?
Yeah, algorithm.
Yeah. So I think it's to just like push it over the algorithm feed this positive information.
Yeah.
If like now I take my son is on TikTok. I check his phone and we check out algorithm. So his algorithm tells me the type of content he watches. You know what I mean? So I'm happy with his algorithm. You know? So that's why he checks positive things. It's because of there's people creating positive content. That's why I'm gonna get in that. Two, let's talk to influencers and numbers already.
Yeah.
Push the product. Like they want to make money. Like some of them are reasonable. Amicable price, so like this is what I have. Even if it goes with apology.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get like they offer to stay in after. You know what I mean? Give out your receipts. That's how you push the content through the numbers of these people that send the numbers. So some of us will watch how another product we push it so you get a product. You know, but there's like like there's all of them influencers so TikTok like there's not numbers so push it. It's a little product that does not mean because it will gonna give out 250,000 follow and it's a little product there. We're so selfish. That's why we want to like it's not gonna work. So share the power. Share the power and let the work do the most. Yeah.
So and you're still busy go Cape Town now.
I'm in Cape Town. Yeah.
So what are you doing?
So Cape Town, it's basically I went there Hasela finally. Lo Hasela got poetry and film. I got there. I worked for a formidable production company called Moonlight Production. I think it's number one in Africa. So I was fortunate to be part of the team. I went there as a location researcher. It started as a challenging thing, but gradually I enjoyed the work because I got to gravitate through the minds of different directors. It's a little bit teacher, the product, it's in South Africa. So basically, I just read a script, understand all the type of locations they're looking for, and then I go look for the locations. I come back, get the permits, and ask the director which locations would we preferably go shoot at, or the producer could push in the product. So it was something very, very like enlightening for me on that side of the world. How much feeling needs in a day, because by the way, I've never been on a local production set. So it has always been because they do international products, So some of the products I cannot name names because of that product placement on set. So it was me learning in a day. If I would just say random figures, in a day you get 3 pitches. Each and every pitch is worth $5 million. So that's like $15 million. How much is 15 million in rent? So like we're talking such numbers coming in as pitches. And when they go shoot, those are the type of sets they build and they create that quality. And you think these things you should get to one. I'm like, what? He kicked out. So I learned a lot from these people. okay, so this is how they conduct filler.
Yeah.
This is how they sell locations. You know, this is how they pitch. This is the language they use. You know, the max pegs, the language is it was a very impactful journey for me. So that was me first job ever in Cape Town. That was my first job ever. I stayed with them for 3 years, 3 good years, you know, and until I went to pursue my own company, Pre-Need Productions, which is where we now use our own, you know, qualities and you know, expertise to push the product.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cape Town was that. It didn't have to be, and yeah.
So I love the fact that, you know, as people we have to have us somewhere so that we can go back home and
Just,
so, yeah, and that's what you do. Yeah. I cannot wait to see the type of quality you want to bring, because you are quality. The type of stories your Mema Japoto. I cannot wait to see that.
Yeah.
But I have a confession here. First time I heard you,
Sure.
in the late Makufe poetry, I think it was 2015 or something.
Yeah, 2015.
Yeah, it was 2015.
2015.
Yeah?
Yeah, 2014, 2015.
Yeah. Nearly happened next to me. This is the Altivar Get at the moment. You know what happened? I think you are the first performer there. Not really a black, very a black week of it.
Oh, that was 2014.
2014.
That's the first time. Sure.
Bruh, you did a dedication poem to your late brother.
Yeah, come with
Yeah, come on.
acceptance.
Yeah, man. Silent energy within my closeness. With people were like in tears.
Sure.
And I was in tears as well.
Yeah.
These guys, they do.
Yeah.
They do inspire me like
Thank you so
a lot.
much.
You moved me, you moved a certain piece of my life that I had to change in terms of my craft. Wow. So yeah, what can you tell us about that particular poem? Why were you writing that?
Acceptance was me accepting that.
Yeah.
Listen now, because like remember the beginning of the interview, when I get
Yeah.
my parents separated, right?
Yeah.
So Gamuel was my father's son, second son. Yeah. So it was I only knew him for like 2 years. And it was a good 2 years. So I changed never need I changed to go and then he's the one who unfortunately didn't survive, the two survivors. So yeah, acceptance is so so that's how I structured it. Was me accepting and actually writing dedication poem to him as well. So yeah, let's make it sure that I didn't to Salvana.
Yeah, get therapy. There's a how
they don't come here alone as a therapist, therapist write something about your brother. Like no,
Yeah.
no, I don't need that.
Yeah.
So I just like it was me.
Yeah.
It was a healing journey.
Yeah.
It was a healing journey for me. And fortunately, people received it very well.
Yeah.
And then he was more like a guardian angel. He was everywhere I performed. Yeah. So until I stopped performing, it was like yeah, sure.
How hard or how easy was it to write?
No, it wasn't easy to write.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy to write. Yeah, because I had to like paragraph for paragraph. I had to like write the truth. Not do it for the sake of writing.
Yeah.
Why I'm saying. And I had to, and sometimes it's hard to like sentence construction.
Yeah.
It's very hard to construct. It may sound so good and dope in your mind, but once you have to put it down, it's very hard.
Yeah.
So emotionally as well, I had to like deal with it. But I was writing it with the music on, so it was easy for me to like just moonwalk across every line. Yeah. So yeah, it was that journey. It was easy. It was not easy, but it was a fun journey.
Yeah. Because to perform when you perform a rap, you need to go back.
Nah, come on, we done.
Yeah, man.
Sure, we done.
So, yeah.
We done crying, man.
Yeah.
We write happy poems now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like we write happy poems. We tell stories that are very beautiful. We become positive people in life, you know. So yeah, that's
Mastai Dibula.
yeah.
Mastai
Dibula.
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 Yeah. There's a close. Yeah. Speaking about positive stuff that you write, now there's a challenge in the poetry circle. I think when I close you wrote about pay the poet.
Sure.
Yeah. What drove that idea for that? When like guys, there is a little pay us, man. You need to do there is a little pay us, man. You need to do diligence. Sit down on money.
Yeah, the poet, bruh, like pay the poet, you know.
Yeah.
I think this thing, I don't think no like pay the artist, pay the rapper, pay the poet, pay the artist, and then folks at the Zapumi, I pay the poet, like one dopest poet. I was like, nah, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
You know, no, folks, since you wrote this, like, can I write pay the poet? He was like, yeah, because it was only fair, you know.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, no problem, let's do this. Because at the end of the day, he is a movement there.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be a movement. Poets need to be there. So that was it. Like, I say, poets need to be there. Because we paid the least, but I say, point.
I know.
The point, you know. So that's how it came about. And just have my 18 years and I say some certain departments. I want to say, politics are just I hate and whatnot, but we stood by it. And those who followed it, they supported the movement. And shout out to everyone who supported it. We appreciate you. So right now, like not so long ago, Shopsu when I was the festival. Pay the poet down. So it worked. It worked in the sense that the very same person in the Gilale and like he was paying me not so long ago to say, hey dog, it isn't hard.
Shout out to folks man. For keeping his word and intentionally making this possible.
Shout out to Wakanda, NAC, like everyone who made this thing happen. Signature Africa.
Of which you were part of. Still I think you once won in Slam Sati. Competition didn't. Just to touch, I feel like I'm more, you know. Now, personally, I can understand why on a beauty pageant. I don't understand. Like, older beauty pageant again, or our name is Universe. So, as a model, so can you please give us like an understanding of that particular art form?
I know, for me, it's all about confidence, man.
Yeah.
If you cannot, like, without confidence, you cannot. I think that's modeling, it's all about, like, building your confidence. You know, not those who choose to sell their image in certain type, they use like nudity and whatnot, like they choose that. You know what I mean? But for me, I love looking good. I like looking good. Your reputation, like Facebook. You know, people like but that's just the nature. So I love looking good. I love myself enough. So for you to see what I don't drink the drop, I use my image. You know? So for me, it's more about that. And I don't really like go out modeling like on ramps. Nah, man. Like it's just how I push my brand. But actually, like I model for preacher technique. I don't model for anyone. I model for preacher technique. You've never seen me model on any brand, so wearing someone's underwear. Nah, I model for me. So what you see is the image I sell. It's preacher technique. It's through how I model myself.
So okay, now wrapping up, what do we have in place and how can people get hold of you?
www.prenic.co.za. That's our website. That's where you can find the services and everything that we do. And then it's Preacher Technique on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Preacher Technique. Then that's what I'm trying to be in that.
And this is one of my career highlights in this journalist space. Yeah, you're my
Oh,
brother.
man.
Thanks, all the
Thank you
best
so
with
much.
everything that you do.
Thank you so
And
much.
thanks us for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, share, and go check out the work that he does. And
Yeah.
again, salute to Maluti Backpackers, Mokwakwa, Kwakanda, Maluti Pufu, Kiana Matlatsi, signing out. Ololo.